I saw this piece the other day. Not really sure who wrote it, but it's pretty deep, I think. Every minute someone leaves this world behind, and we are all in this line without knowing it. We never know how many people are before us. We cannot move to the back of the line. We cannot step out of the line. We cannot avoid the line. So while we wait in line, make moments count. Make priorities. Make the time. Make your gifts known. I don't so much agree with that. Why would you make your gifts known? Make a nobody feel like you're somebody. Make your voice heard. Make the small things big. Make someone smile. I expect, given my age, 81, I'm somewhere up close to the front of the line. But you never know, you know. Like my son that died in '86, he was right there at the front of the line. But it's something to think about, you know. I don't mean to sound so dark all the time, but it's just something to think about.
You know what? A lot of people snicker when they see this. I've known this for a long time. That this says Michigan professors push P for peonies urine division plan. In other words, they're taking, a lot of people turn their nose up about it, but you know what? Way back, say in George Washington's time at Mount Vernon, they had a bathroom. Well, it wasn't a bathroom, it was like a toilet, but a fancy one, and it was called the necessary room, and that's where people went to take their dumps and pee. And it was up high, and then they would go in there and collect that and use it on their crops and stuff. They did that. I mean, technically, there's no difference between, like, you use cow manure, you know, for fertilizer. You use chicken manure and stuff like that. Well, it's no different than human pee and human dump or manure, whatever you want to call it. There's no difference. But here this is. Now, let me read this to you. A pair of University of Michigan researchers are putting the P in peony rather than putting P on peonies. Now, I don't understand exactly what that means, but here it says, environmental engineering professors Nancy Love and Crystal Wigington are regular visitors to the Ann Arbor's Nichols Arbiturn, I can't pronounce that, where they have been applying urine-based fertilizer to their heirloom peony beds ahead of flowers' annual spring bloom. It's all part of an effort to educate the public about the research showing that applying fertilizer derived from nutrient-rich urine could have environmental and economic benefits. At first we thought people might be hesitant, you bet you. You know, this might be weird, but we've really experienced very little of that attitude, Wigson said. In general, people think it's funny at first, but then they understand why we're doing it and support it. Love is co-author of a study published in the Environmental Science and Technology Journal that found urine division and recycling led to significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions and energy. Urine contains essential, and for some of you people that's some of you people that don't like the term urine, you'd rather hear the term piss. Well, whatever suits you. Urine contains essential nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and has been used as a crop fertilizer for thousands of years. Let me continue this thing here. Love said collecting human urine, using it to create renewable fertilizer is part of what she calls the circular economy of nutrients. We will lead to greater environmental sustainability. Think of it not so much as recycling, but p-cycling. I like that term. We were looking for terms that would catch on but get the idea across, and p-cycling seems to be one that stuck. I know as part of the $3 million grant from the National Science Award, Love and Wixon have not only been testing advanced urine treatment methods, also investigating people's attitudes about the use of urine-derived fertilizers. That is what brought them to the much-loved campus Peony Garden, which contains more than 270 historic cultivated varieties from the 19th and 20th centuries, representing American, Canadian, and Europe peonies of the area. The garden holds nearly 800 peonies and filled up to 10,000 flowers at peak bloom. Well, there she is pouring pee on some plants. It's funny, but it's not funny, you know. They plan to spend weekends in May and June chatting up visitors. One important lesson learned is about the precision of language. You know what? I never seen pee that color before. We have used the term pee on the peonies, and then it grabs people's attention, and then we talk to them about nutrient flows and it turns out some people thought that was permission to drop their drawers and pee on the peony. Drop their drawers and pee on the peonies. Oh, well, I guess you could do that. Let's see. So this year we're going to use P for the peony and hope that we don't have that confusion. The urine-derived fertilizer the researchers are using these days originated in Vermont, but if all goes according to plan, they'll be doing out some locally sourced fertilizer next year. A split bowl toilet in a campus engineering building is designed to send solid waste to a treatment plant while routing urine to a holding tank downstairs. Urine diverted from the toilet and urinal were to be treated and eventually used to create fertilizers, but the COVID-19 pandemic forced the school to shut down the collection efforts. I was wondering how they was collecting that. In the meantime, the faculty is undergoing an upgrade to its freeze concentrator and adding new, more pasteurized, both developed by Vermont Rich Earth Institute. The whole idea is cycling within a community. So moving toward that, we want to take urine from this community and apply it within this community. Interesting, you know, but it's the truth. And here's something that says, warning, stay away from coyotes. I don't like coyotes. They don't belong in the areas that they've gotten into. They used to be out west in some of them western states, but now it's pretty common to see them stucking up. Alright, let me see what it says here. Stay away from coyotes. It's cotton picking. Alright. I spent most of my time out here today on the deck messing with this stuff and just looking at what I got here right now. Those two on the bottom over there, them two in the black pots, those are Rose of Sharon. And I read somewhere that a Rose of Sharon is a what do you call it? Invasive plant, I heard. And that up there between them, that's a begonia, and it's doing good. The red flowers, I don't have a clue what they are. And I think they're annuals. I don't think they're perennials. This here's Lisa's collector's gardenia that she sent me. It's been blooming. I've got a lot of cuttings off of it. I probably got 30 or 40 gardenia cuttings off this. It's all rooted. This is my jalapeno pepper plant. The mild, and I can eat them just plain old. Eat them, man. They're good. They're not really hot. Got a little bit of bite, but not much. This is a hibiscus off of around there on the side of the house. I got several of them rooted. That's another begonia that I started with 2 leaves, and they're kicking butt. This is a caladium, and that's a caladium. That's a neon pothos. I bought that. I wanted one. And this down here is I'm tired. It's hibiscus. Ponytail palm. That's a caladium. That's a corn plant. That's more hibiscus there and over there. This is my Christmas cactus. And that's not the right name for that, but that's what everybody calls it. That's a plain pothos, just green. That's the big giant pothos that climbs up a tree with the big leaves on it. I got that off of a cutting. And I got one behind there that's just barely coming along. I got a marble queen pothos right there. And these are gardenias. This is a hibiscus. These are all gardenias right here. All of them. This is another one of them giant pothos cuttings. That's devil's backbone. I don't know if that's the right name for it or not. Gardenia, some kind of succulent. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that or not. Devil's backbone. And This is these rose cuttings that I took, and they're all rooted and coming along good. Not sure. Those three right there are Stevenson hollies. This here, I picked this cactus up, just this piece, the bottom piece here. It was laying on the street. Picked it up, put it in the dirt. It rooted and started growing things on it. It first grew this one, then it grew that one, then it grew this one, then it grew that one, and then these next. And the thing about these things, I'll get up close where you can see that. It's got a new growth starting there, a new leaf there, a new leaf there, a new leaf there. This thing really takes off once it gets started. Of course, that's that ugly cactus over, and I don't know what you call it, and that's my poinsettia. That's spider plant. I don't know what this is. Nobody's never given me a name for it. Y'all not paying attention. What is it? What is it? That purple leaf thing there, them two, the small one and the bigger one, that's a cordyline, and it is also known as a Hawaiian tie plant. And then spider plant, snake plant, snake plant, snake plant. These are coming along good. And these over here are doing good. I'm gonna have to take them down and tend to them. They're not looking all that healthy. But I'm gonna have to get with them. Got some marigolds up there growing. But that's what I've been working on today. I wish I could get my head straight what I want to do, and I just can't think straight anymore, folks. I really can't. I used to could, but I can't anymore. And I don't know if it's because of that COVID or what. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, folks, and that hibiscus out there at the end of my ramp, that thing is really looking beautiful, all them flowers on it. And the one on the other side will start doing it too. I wish they'd have done it at the same time. But that smaller one seemed like it was more behind than that bigger one. Oh man, I got a pain in my arm. Anyway, folks, that's the video for today. What else was I gonna tell you? I don't know what else it was. Anyhow, I got to call Jaden out here and see what he's got thrown out there in the yard. That looks like, that better not be the cover for my scooter. Boy, that boy is just, yes. Now that DCF people, they're wanting to get him some counseling. I try not to keep up with. I can't keep up with it. What they're doing. And if I talk to my daughter about any of that stuff, she gets all hyper and everything, and so I just don't bother with it. Anyway, that's my story, folks, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll see you in the next one. See ya.